Hey, hey, hey! Happy Saturday, my book lovelies. Recently, I've been a bit of a reading machine. I cannot put books down. I mean, I've read 240 this year, so I feel like I can never put books down, but more so than ever. So I just thought I'd go through some of my favourites that I've read, probably in the last month, just so they're on your radar, that some of them are brand new. I have to read books when they turn up on publication day, or sometimes before publication day. So let's dive in. Is it any surprise that I want to talk about Your Knife, My Heart? It hit me in the heart so hard. This book is so good. And the fact I have to wait for book 2, and spoiler, she's Peter Malarked me in this book, I don't think I can survive. So in this book, you meet Cameron Morton, who is called Maury, and then you meet Emery Maves, who gets called Maves, when you find out her code name. Oh, it's right near the end, but I just absolutely love this book. I devoured it. I couldn't put it down. It is dark military forces. You don't have to readily move behind to pick this book up. But the problem is, she is known as a bit of an executioner. So she goes around working for her family. Her family name is very notorious in the dark web, the underworld, and especially in technology. So she goes around unaliving people that her father's like, literally go and kill this person. So she goes and does it. And he throws her under the bus. She's in jail. She's about to be put on death row. They come and take her, put her in the dark forces, and they're like, you can spend some time in the dark forces. Survive your partner. Now, Cameron, Mr. Cam, he has a problem. He takes some very strong medication, some testing medication that they put him on. It's very intense, let's just say. Nosebleeds, mouth bleeds, and a tendency to kill every one of his partners. So she has to survive the first night with him. She has to survive these trials with him. She has to survive him. And the question is, can he survive her at the same time? Because he's drawn to her. I actually think out of all the men that Kaya Moronova has written, he might be my favourite. There's just something so broken about him that I want to fix him as well. Like, I feel like how she does. And I love that she has like bubblegum pink hair. I just love that element. So yeah, there is one sentence in this, I wonder if I can find it, that absolutely broke me. Like, had me in tears. If not, I'll put a little clip on the screen of me reading it, because it absolutely destroyed me. And I'm just trying to think where it would have been that he said it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, there was one sentence that made me just go, oh, this book was so good. And honestly, yeah, I can't find it, but I will put it on the screen after this clip. You need to read it. You need to read it. The second one comes out on the 9th of December. I would say buy this now so you can get the stunning sprayed edge. I got mine from Good Girls Read. And then obviously you can get the second one to match. But good luck surviving this book. This is one of the most beautiful books I think I've ever read. Bear in mind it's dark military romance. Just listen to this. I knew in that moment that if I didn't get you back, I would never want to breathe again. No matter what I'd have to do, I'd do it if it meant I could keep you. You are the bearer of my soul. Oh, it's just so cute. I need book 2 ASAP. You're not even going to know who these characters are. The second one I want to talk about is Wolf King by Lauren Palferman. I can't wait till February for book 2. Like, if I could get my hands on an indie version, I could read book 2 now, I would. But it looks like they've pulled all the indie versions. And I don't read digitally. Everybody keeps saying to me, you can get it digitally, Mills. And I'm like, I just can't. I need a physical book. So this is the Wolf King. In this book, you meet a princess called Aurora, and she's human and she lives in the Southlands, which is kind of like England. I think that's what it's based around. And she is being forced into a marriage with this horrible guy called Sebastian. Like, you think Sebastian's bad? I really dislike him. And when she's being forced into a marriage with him, he has her around his castle, I guess you'd call it, to show her what he's like. And he's invited these werewolves and he's making them fight. Well, when I say he's invited these werewolves, he hasn't really invited werewolves. He's captured them and he makes them fight each other. So this alpha comes in to fight this scrawny werewolf and Aurora is watching it. Or Rory. I love that somebody in particular calls her Rory. She also gets called Little Rabbit in this book and it is so good. So yeah, Aurora is watching this and she is distraught. She knows this little werewolf is going to be destroyed. So she's like, stop the fight. And at that point, Sebastian says something about bedding her in the way that werewolves bed each other, or maybe even letting a werewolf bed her, which that man better not touch my Aurora. I felt very protective over her. I know a couple of people don't love her as a main character. I've seen some reviews, I'm obsessed with her. She's an absolute queen. At this point, she kind of gets kidnapped by Callum, who is the alpha. And when I say kind of gets kidnapped, I feel like he's like, do you want to be kidnapped? She's in her nightgown. She's like, sure, let's go. And kind of skips out the castle with him. And then she meets somebody else who she might have a little bit of a love triangle with. I don't want to spoil who she has a potential love triangle with, but he might say the words little rabbit. It's good. It's got some spice. The world building is super easy. The werewolves all live in the Northlands, which is Scotland. I would say if you like ACOTAR, I kind of got similar vibes with this. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I couldn't put it down. The second one is called, because it tells you at the end of the book just to upset you, it's called The Night Prince, and it comes out on February, and then there's one more book after that. So it is a trilogy. The one I talked about previously was a duology. This one is a trilogy. Good luck if you survive waiting for these books, because yeah, the way that this book has been running through my head ever since I finished it, I love this book so much. Then I want to talk about Branded. This book is dark. This is Prison Pen Pals meets Cowboys. And did I pick this up thinking there was going to be a bit of cutesy cowboys in it? No, I didn't, because I had seen people's reviews on it and knew it was going to be dark. The trigger warning list is intense. The daddy issues are even more intense. And yeah, I don't know if anybody can survive this book. So the main character is pretending to be somebody else. So her and her best friend from the age of being little, they would switch places. They look similar. They'd kind of play parts for each other. So if one was really good in an exam, they would switch places. If one was really good at playing music, they would switch places. And on it goes. As they've got older, she's become more curvy, grown more into her body, and they don't look as alike. However, she knows her friend is failing university. She's doing a sociology course, and she's like, I'm going to help you out. So she starts writing to this man in prison, or so she thinks. She's writing to this person called Beau. The problem with prisoners, they're criminals, and Beau might be a bit of a junkie who has traded her letters with somebody else who wants her. But he doesn't actually want the girl he ends up taking. He wants her friend, not knowing that she's playing her friend. And that sounds really confusing, but their families are rivals. They own ranches, they're rival ranchers, and yeah, it's intense. So he gets out of prison. She's been writing him these kind of somewhat love letters. He's like, let's meet up. He meets her. He gives her a chance to get away, and she doesn't really take that chance. She kind of chases after him and kind of gets herself kidnapped. And it goes from there. It's dark, it's twisted. I love the concept of this story because you are jumping between the past and present. So you get to read what she's written to him, and then you'll jump to the present where obviously he's taken her. It's dark, it's twisty, it's a standalone. I'm glad I'm talking finally about one standalone I read this week, and you will absolutely devour this book. I need more from Saffron A. Kent. I don't know what else Saffron A. Kent has written, but if she's as dark as this with anything else she's written, I need it in my life. What can I say? I am obsessed. So yeah, this was the first book I read out of the ones I've talked about already. I've read a lot this week. Then the final one I completed this week, I think this was the second one I completed. I've definitely done these out of order, just depending on which ones I saw first on the shelf, was The Fix by Mia Sheridan. This is effed up. Like, this book is just a whole lot of wrong. I don't know whether to call it suspense. I don't know whether to call it thriller. I don't know whether to call it just messing with my head. I don't know how to describe it. So this girl, Cami. I was going to call her Cam because of the other book, Cami. She's at a pool party. She's a cheerleader. She's dating a quarterback, and she hasn't had a period. So she thinks, I could be pregnant. Great. Love that for you, hun, because that's not the worst thing that's about to happen in your life. So she goes to get a pregnancy test, does it, puts it in her bag, and thinks, right, I'll look at it when I get home. She drives home, walks in her house, pregnancy test is still in her bag. Her mother and sister are tied up, and she's like, what the hell is happening here? Like, literally, what the helly? Home invasion. This is explained in detail in this book. It's very intense. There are no triggers actually written in this book. However, I think there should be 1,000 triggers written considering how intense this is. Her mother is physically attacked and shot. Her sister, who's 14, is physically attacked and shot. Her father is beaten to within a pulp of his life, and she is physically attacked, but manages to get the police there before she's shot. Someone escapes. One of the home invaders escapes, and she finds out she's pregnant. Now, this boyfriend of hers is like, nope, I don't believe it's mine. You've been attacked. She's like, how could I be 9 weeks pregnant after I've been attacked? He just does not believe it. He's like, babe, you're obviously embarrassed. You've been attacked by these 2 horrible men. You're obviously embarrassed. This guy's a scumbag. Runs away. She gives birth to the baby. This is not even a spoiler. This happens like in the first few pages. She gives birth to the baby, gives it up for adoption, moves on with her life. 11 years later, she gets a phone call. Do you want a do-over? And there is a young boy tied up in a room. Now you can put together 2 and 2 who that young boy is. And there's also a whole side story of someone that she's wronged and how he comes back into her life and maybe helps with this. I really enjoyed this book. It's like nothing I've ever read before, but it messed with my psyche so badly. So yeah, just bear that in mind when you read it. It's an intense one, but it is really good. I shouldn't say it's good. It shouldn't be good, but it is. And then the 5th book I'm reading this week, I've actually taken the cover off because I'm reading it, is Air of Illusion by Madeline Taylor. This is a stunning edition as well. You've got the Wrath and the Reaper on this hardback. Everything I've talked about as well you can get on Good Girls Read, so honestly check them out. And then you have these beautiful end papers. Wow, I'm loving this book. I think I'll probably finish it today, hence I'm going to include it. It's about, well, it's a dark romantasy about a girl who is known as, I want to say the Wraith. I said Wrath, but I think it is pronounced Wraith. She is Fae. She can kind of make herself go invisible. She's got a few extra skills, and she wears a collar around her neck. She's literally collared by the king who has captured her. And you come from different islands, and depending on which island you come from, you have a different Fae skill. It is so good. It's like every Fae book I've read before, but better. I'm obsessed with this. I cannot put it down. Bearing in mind I was on an absolute reading high, I thought I'm going to hit a slump at some point. This is not going to be where I hit a slump. If you like anything with Fae, dark romantasy, potential love interests, a race against time, an evil king, you're getting it all from this book. And I will do a proper review on a video at some point, but I just thought I haven't finished it yet. I need to film this video today, and it needs an honourable mention. So that brings me to the end of everything I read in a week. Yeah, I am absolutely on one at the moment. I feel like I can't put books down. There's just so many good releases and I love them. What has been your favourite book this week? If you made it to this point in the video, let me know. Make sure you turn on notifications when you subscribe to me so you're notified every time I post. And I will see you lovelies next Saturday. Bye!